Welcome back to Cookies and Milk, episode 132. I'm your host, William.
Episode 132, I'm your host, Ben.
We're having fun little mini brownies.
Yes, the hot new topic in video games is accessibility. Should games be approachable by everyone? We're not going to talk about that.
Okay.
We're incapable of talking about that.
Are you talking about Sekiro, or...?
Yeah, I could make a discussion about hard mode in video games, but it became a... accessibility and disability type conversation. I'm not qualified to have that conversation. That's not something I can do.
Correct.
So I'm not going to do it.
So, I did hear some things about Borderlands 3, and that it has paid XP boosts.
Okay.
I don't know.
So I guess that's the conversation. We talk about cheats and stuff. Who cares?
I want to talk to you about how weird it is to play through Borderlands 1 single player.
Yeah?
Because I'm doing it.
Is it empty?
It's peculiar for sure. You can definitely tell that the game was... I realized a little bit later in that the game was definitely on a tight budget because...
It was only as much as they could embezzle from Aliens, Colonial Marines.
Yeah. Anyway, all the quest dialogue... Like, so much of the quest dialogue is text. Like, they couldn't, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like, that makes sense. There's nothing fun like in Borderlands 2 or the pre-sequel where they're talking all the time and stuff, and it's a fun old time. But it's definitely it's a weird game to experience after playing Borderlands 2 in the pre-sequel, where there are... 2 is a game where people care about each other. Pre-sequel is not.
But 1 is so edgy.
But I'm not going to say edgy. It's just the world is uncaring.
Right.
So I'm going to... Mind if I throw something at you real quick?
Sure, happy with
that. TK Baja dies.
Yes.
And you don't see it happen. You find the aftermath. As soon as you leave Firestone, that whole area, and go to New Haven, you meet Scooter, and he's like, hey, go check on TK Baja. And you go back over to TK Baja's house, and he is hung up by his foot, dangling on the ceiling fan.
Oh, yeah.
And he's just dead.
Yeah, like, that does happen.
Oh, my God. Like, I just, like... Part of me couldn't stop looking at it, because it was just so... unceremonious to a character like TK Baja.
Yeah.
And Scooter's response is, I never gave back that toolbox I lent him. It's like, well, you can handle the funeral fees, right? Me and my boys are just gonna raise a glass to him. But that was all on text.
Yeah.
And I'm like, shit, man, that's... In Borderlands 2, that would have been like, everyone's lining up through the funeral, but in Borderlands 1, that's just fucking how bad Pandora is.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's the message of 1 to 2, is that they are trying to make it a better place.
That's true. It's also really weird to play through Borderlands 1 and hear these buzzwords, because there's like Captain Flynn, or Captain Flint is talked about.
Yeah?
I'm talking to, like, Zaffords and stuff.
Oh, yeah, a few,
Sanctuary is talked about, and it's a Crimson Lance hideout.
That makes sense, considering the Lance becomes the Raiders.
Right.
A few corrections from the last episode. Torg's Campaign of Carnage is about a vault.
Oh, yeah? Oh,
yeah,
you're right.
That's the plot. They find a vault, but they need a badass to open it. And one of the things I forgot about the Son of Cromrax that makes it the second best, you visit there's the 5 revenge quests.
Yeah.
Or 6 revenge quests? I can't remember. We didn't mention that in the last episode.
It's for all the Vault Hunters.
Yeah. Everybody has their own little, like, revenge quests.
Yeah. Well, it's not everyone has a small one. They'll have a big overarching revenge quest.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing.
So somebody trying to get revenge on each of the playable Vault Hunters leading into some of their story and some of their lore in the background and stuff. It's great.
And they all get help from a different person in their
Right.
past, except for Zero, who has another
Assassin, right?
assassin who speaks in haikus, and Zero's like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
Yeah. Was it him 1?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the best one.
They were like, what kind of pretentious bullshit?
Yeah, it's great. I forgot how good that was. But, yeah, no, it is weird. Just the tone of Borderlands 1. One of the things I forgot is that there's no, so Ninetoes gets the little text description beneath his name.
Yeah.
But Marcus and, God, how did I forget his name? The doctor. Zed don't get them.
Marcus doesn't even get an introduction like that.
Oh, yeah, because he's not actually there.
He's there in New Haven.
But
there's no big thing for him.
was it TK Baja?
TK Baja has it, yeah.
Does he have little text? I don't think he did he?
No.
Yeah, which is weird. Because that was
Very
really
few people have that, yeah.
That's the defining feature of Borderlands for me.
Yeah, it's pretty peculiar. I
guess maybe that's why Ninetoes' description stuck out so much. Because it was the first time it
Sledge
happened.
has one too, but it's bad. It's like, P.S. You guys aren't friends. Like,
Oh, yeah.
give him something better. You guys build up Sledge so much.
I forgot. It's just how good Ninetoes is as a representation for sort of Borderlands.
Yeah,
Kind of in your face.
yeah.
For those of you listening at home, Ninetoes is also, he has 3 balls.
Correct.
Which is just like a... This ain't your mama's video game.
Oh, golly. You're talking about balls. There are some fun little campaigns, quests. It's actually, wait a minute. It's the weirdest thing. They keep having, they have me go on this quest when I got to an area that was like, hey, why don't you start collecting these pamphlets, start burning these religious pamphlets, because there's like a cult going around.
Sure.
Alright, sure, yeah. And it's like, hey, why don't you start killing these zealots at the church? And then the next quest is like, kill their, like, god that they rallied behind. And
Jesus.
I'm like, that's fine. That'll be fun. It'll be like a big monster, right? And then I go up, and it's this small little thing that, like, takes very few shots to kill. But it's like, I walked into a scrapyard with, like, an almost crucifix that was, like, made out of, like, rebar and giant iron beams.
Yeah.
And then this little thing crawls out, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
I kill it immediately. And I'm like, fucking, what the hell? I went on 4 quests to do this.
To build up to this?
To build up to this, the gun's bad. Or,
Yeah.
like, no, the green gun that dropped alongside the purple gun was better than the purple gun.
That is one of the things that I noticed about this, was that in Borderlands 2, I felt like the gun progression was pretty natural. I was always finding something better
Yeah.
to make me question. But in this one, I'm like, I find one gun, and I'm like, alright, this has been good for the last 3 different loot chests I found.
Sledge's shotgun does not last as long as you made it last in Borderlands 1 when we played it when we were kids.
Yeah?
You find replacements for it. Not quick, not fast at all. I was well into some new areas before I found something, but when I found something, it was like a white weapon.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Now, I hate this part about weapons in Borderlands 1, where it'll say plus 64% damage, or whatever the fuck. Just put that onto the weapon.
Yeah, just do that math for me, please.
I don't know if Sledge's shotgun is actually worse than this gun, because I don't know how to calculate the fucking plus 54% damage increase.
That's literally the thing, is that I was like, every time I felt like I sat down and did the math, and I was like, wait, Sledge's Shotgun is still technically better than this one.
Or, like, plus 1,000% projectiles created by such a shock. And I'm like, what does that mean? How am I supposed to quantify this?
Is it better or not, Borderlands?
Yeah, it's not fun. And also the reload speed is not shown.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, so you have to pick it up and figure it out for yourself, and that's the big change in Borderlands 2 and stuff. But I... What are you doing?
Just trying to get away from Rumpa.
Ben had our smallest dog, Cook-a-Book, in his arms, and then Rubble, our fat cat, was swiping at her. She was freaking out.
He wasn't even swiping at her. He was like sniffing her feet.
Oh no, even worse.
Even worse.
So,
Playing Bayonetta 2.
Yeah, how's that going?
So I did one of the boss fights. Do you remember the boss fight where you're falling down a big thing?
That's so many Bayonetta fights.
I know.
What are you doing?
But the moral of the story is I'm falling down it. We went from like an aerial boss fight, and I was like, this sucks. I hate this boss fight. To a falling boss fight, which is another aerial boss fight, and then you fall into the water and do the last stage in the water. I took like no damage in the air, and then it put me in the water, and I just got my shit wrecked. And then I was like, well, whatever, I'll take a silver rating, I guess, and it'll be mad at me for it. And then then it was like, alright, and the next one is another boss fight, and it's all underwater, and I'm like, you kidding me? Stop!
I don't remember anything from Bayonetta 2.
And then I finished, I got like, it's a two-eyed manta ray demon, and it's right here. And I beat one of the eyes, and I got to the second eye, and I was like, ugh. And then it killed me, and I was like, whatever, this fight is so hard, I'm just going to continue. And then I continued, and I beat the eye, and then it replayed the first cutscene. And I was like, wait a minute, hold on. It didn't continue me from the second eye?
Ooh.
Why even continue at all then?
Yeah.
But I'm like, alright, so I'm going to back out and just redo the cut, and then you have to watch all the cutscenes, and you gotta skip every time.
What was happening in the story at that point?
Loki's having remembrance of time, and he's remembering, John is about to get taken to the demons forever.
Right, of course.
I don't know, man. The same shit that's always happening. The same thing has been happening in the story for the last 12 chapters.
You know what scared me? In the first part of the game, where you're at the city in the water.
Yeah.
You could go into the water, and then it's just like old canal.
Oh, yeah.
You're just in the water, and it's like an old stone canal. I'm like, oh, this is scary. I can look out, and the ocean's endless over there. I don't like that at all.
I don't like the water.
I'm an all-powerful witch, but I don't like the water.
Did you be a big snake in the water? It sucks. I cannot stress enough how much the water sucks. What is it with video game people? And they're like, we have a pretty fun video game going here. How do we fuck it up?
Water.
What if we mess with the combat? Like, you know the way that people like to do?
Put it in water.
Put it in water or in the sky, and then you're not on the ground anymore. And then you're dodging and it feels like shit. And it's like, why, Bayonetta 2?
Put it in the water.
Put it in the... What if it was in the water?
What if it wasn't?
What's the best water level you've ever played? I don't really think I have one. I don't think I have a best. Everybody's got worst water levels, but nobody's ever got a best one. And that doesn't stop developers
From doing
it. They look on the top 10 worst water levels of all time, and they're like, damn, man, people really don't like water levels. Here we go.
What quantifies a water level?
You are in the water and your control scheme changes to reflect this.
I think Pirates of the Caribbean was fine. In Kingdom Hearts 3.
You do swim, don't you?
Yeah.
I'll counterpoint. Sucked.
Okay.
The swimming was bad.
All
the
right.
boating was fine. What I don't like about Kingdom Hearts 3 is the way that it made me break myself and like try and explore every single island for hidden shit.
Yeah.
And then it's like, in addition to looking at all the islands and stuff, there's a whole second level that's just water, and it's like, Also, you have to fight a Xehanort battle in the water.
Yeah. Never mind.
So, I guess water level is sort of a misnomer. Water mechanics is, I guess, what I'm thinking of. Because Kingdom Hearts took all your spells and stuff from you and just gave you water stuff.
Yeah, water, like, blizzard, water, fire.
And I'm like, I just want to play with my setup.
Can't cast water.
Yeah. Even though I didn't use water anyways. I used fire 100% of the time.
That's more than fair.
I used arrow, fire, and blizzard. I wanted to like blizzard more because it makes you what's it called?
A flow motion line.
But I didn't do it. I did it like once.
I don't blame you. Flow motion is an afterthought in that game. 100%.
I just fire.
Fire-aga.
And then that was and then I try and go into Mirage staff, and that's what I do. I think water is a fun addition to Smash.
Yes.
I think Smash has fun water physics.
How so?
It's a death that's not technically a death.
That's true.
Like, it's falling into water in, like, the Pirates, the Wind Waker stage, isn't a death, but it sets you up for all sorts of shenanigans. And it's just, like, a different level to be in.
It's true.
And then if you try and do it in the Paper Mario stage, you just die. Because it's not actually water, it's paper.
It's paper.
It was paper the whole time.
If you're the Inkling, the water hurts you.
Does it actually do that?
Yeah.
How fun is that?
Well, it's not fun for Inkling, but...
one of my favorite things is that it's... you can be a water type and still get hurt by it.
That's true.
So that's...
Squirtle's a baby. Can't swim forever.
Greninja?
Frogs aren't always... They're not meant for open ocean.
Yeah. Salt water is going to kill them.
Yeah, and it's always saltwater.
Yes. Yes. The Donkey Kong stage is probably not salt water, but the current is what kills you, not the water.
Right. What else?
What else, indeed? That's all we got. We're at 5 minutes.
Oops.
What are we at?
18 minutes.
Holy shit. We're out of stuff to talk about. That's all the video game news.
I don't know if that's true. We haven't talked about Borderlands 3 cause of controversy.
What's the controversy?
People don't like it.
What do you mean people don't like it? Like the picture, or...?
Oh! Have you heard about the picture with the Morse code?
There's Morse code in the picture?
There's Morse code on the Twitch offline play for Gearbox.
What?
It says, "Where is the first Vault Hunter, and who is the Destroyer?"
Wait, what?
Okay, let's get on this discussion topic right now. So, I watched a channel, and basically that's just what they found it to be.
Sure.
So the Destroyer...
The octopus thing, right?
Is the octopus in the vault.
Yeah.
And at the end of Borderlands Remastered, it does not die. It goes back into the vault.
Huh.
And it disappears.
What?
So, here's the lore on the Destroyer real quick. The Destroyer is the reason why the Iridians lost their civilization.
It destroyed it?
Yes.
Huh. And the Iridians are the aliens?
Yes. The thing that is helping Colonel Zarpedon.
Yes.
In Borderlands the pre-sequel.
And the thing that saves Athena.
When?
At the end of pre-sequel. Lilith's like, we've heard all we want to.
Right.
Shoot Athena. And then Anna comes and goes, no.
Right.
You're going to need as many Vault Hunters as you can get.
It's true. So, how old do you think the first Vault Hunter would be? Do you think that's...
7.
Wow. Not that old at all.
Is the implication that it's one of the aliens?
I can't imagine it would be.
I mean, like, so vaults are hearsay. They're like legends and whispers. So, pretty old.
I would imagine so.
What if it's the Destroyer?
If those two things were the same thing, that'd be... The Destroyer was sealed in a vault.
Yes. As he was hunting, it was
destroying so much.
What do you think vault hunters do?
They hunt vaults. They don't have to destroy anything.
I mean, they don't have to, but what do they do? I didn't ask what their job description
They do,
was.
in fact, kill everything in their path.
Yes, 100%. In pursuit of the vault. So if the first vault hunter, in pursuit of wealth, went and destroyed everything in its path, including
why would this big motherfucking tentacle monster...
It got iridium poisoned.
What?
And became a tentacle monster.
No. That's not right.
When does Jack get the eye if it goes back into the vault?
That's the question. That's the big question. We don't know.
We're going to get a pre-sequel.
I mean, we have to, right?
Or you play as Jack finally. Like everybody's been dying to do the whole time.
Oh, you don't want to play as Jack.
I watched a little Tales of the Borderlands scene with Jack's death again.
I watched that too.
And they kept the eye, and I was like, don't!
Yeah,
crush the eye!
I'm like, what are you doing?
Then he's not dead again if you don't crush the eye.
Yeah.
I forget how fucked up that scene was.
It's a very good scene.
I forget I remembered he ripped his arm off.
Yeah.
I forgot how he pried the thing out of his forehead. And I double forgot that he kept pulling the wires out of his eye.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So, quick side note. There's this trailer for Magic the Gathering Battle Arena going around.
The Arena? Or Valor? Valor's Reach?
I don't know. I'll explain the trailer to you and you'll let me know. Leliana steps up looking cool and confident, and she locks eyes with Nicola Bolas, and she's like, I'll do a fight Magic grab, and then Nicola Bolas is like, no. And she's already getting overpowered. I'm like, oh man, I love that so much. He just stares at her, and she's already being overpowered. I'm like, oh.
It would make things worse for you if I explained everything that was going on in the trailer.
Oh no.
So I'll leave it at that. I mean,
no. You gotta let me know. I'm just saying the fact that mere seconds of a duel.
No, it's so Leliana, right? She's got a bunch of tattoos. That's kind of her thing. That's her contract.
She's defending a lot of orphans. And I'm like, oh.
That's her contract to a bunch of demons.
Oh.
To keep her young forever.
Oh no.
So she can live forever. But she is their servant, so she kills them all. And she's like, bam, now I'm free. Bullis shows up immediately. And he's like, hey, I own your contract.
Oh.
Is the thing. I brokered the contract. I wrote the deal. And if you kill the demons, you work for me. So she works for him. As she's part of the Gatewatch, the fun Power Ranger group, she had just joined up with them, killed all their demons, everything was going great. And then Bullis was like, you gotta lead my eternal army as we invade Ravnica and destroy the whole fucking place and lock all the planeswalkers in and kill them. So she starts the trailer leading the horde of the fucking Eternals and watches Gideon and his cool new sword get wrecked immediately. He's like got a cool legendary Curse of Blade and then like 7 zombies jump him and he's like, fuck, I can't do it.
He loses?
He doesn't lose, but he's like swinging his sword, and then they just overpower him.
They're just zombies.
They're the.
You can't describe them as zombies and then describe them as something else more powerful than zombies.
Remember Amonkhet? The plane, the Bullis rules, and he shows up.
Yes.
The hours of the sun.
Wait. Yes. Yeah. Whatever.
Bullis took over the plane. He mind controlled the whole damn place, and he made all the people go through trials. In order to prove their loyalty to the gods.
And then he made them zombies?
And only the most worthy were allowed to die, get coated in Lazotep.
What is Lazotep?
Lazatep is the blue armor that lets them travel through planes.
Oh.
So now they're...
What? They have that?
Why am I doing this? There's gotta be some easier way for me to not... So, in Galadesh, a lady named Rashmi
Oh my god!
developed a teleporter system.
Yeah?
Tezzeret, the planeswalker, realized that it was an interplanar transport device, but only for inorganic materials. So he put it on his arm, and then Bolus was like, "We can use that to transport my Lazatep soldiers."
Oh, what are you doing here?
So he put it into his arm, and Bolus is in the room.
That's gonna be the scariest thing, right? Just Bolus showing up anywhere.
Yeah, just in your fucking house. And then so he high-fived all of the Lazatep armies to get them into Ravnica. And Liliana's leading them because she's really good at controlling zombies. But then she watched Gideon get fucked up and then watched like 2 innocent people die and also Dak die.
Who?
Dak Vayne is a planeswalker from a plane in the conspiracy sets. Unimportant.
Hold on, wait. What's the conspiracy sense?
So Fiora is a plane where there's a grand city.
How does
called
Gideon
Fiora.
lose?
He's a fucking jackass. He doesn't have a bunch of cool powers. He's got a cursed sword. He's indestructible. That's his whole thing.
How does he get fucked up?
Because if you just get packed a bunch of dudes onto you, he's not that strong.
Alright, so jump back. What's Liliana doing?
She's leading a horde of the
and
Lazarus zombies.
Dak dies, right?
Dak
Who's
dies.
Dak?
He's a thief planeswalker who's there because all the planeswalkers are trapped on
A
Ravnica.
thief planeswalker.
He has a red hand because he got caught red-handed.
Hold on! This sounds like a really old planeswalker that they just decided to kill off.
He's moderately recent. He's
What?
5 or 6 years old.
He's recent, and they made him that because he's called red-handed?
He has a red hand because he got caught red-handed. That's his lore.
That's some 90s shit. That's not 2013.
That's 2013.
But he dies, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, we don't know if he dies, but he gets his spark stolen.
So it doesn't matter. He's gonna die anyway.
He's probably dead. But then Liliana watches all that happen slowly in reverse while In the End plays. And then she gets mad and looks at Bolus and is like, "Fuck that. Zombies, get off Gideon, go get Bolus." And they start climbing on Bolus like, "I'm gonna kill you." So he activates her contract to make her age like incredibly rapidly.
Oh god.
And then she's like lighting on fire. But she's gonna be fine, probably.
What?
I know, it really seems like she should die there. But
She should die.
But Gideon is the forerunner for being dead.
What?
If I had to guess.
Gideon's gonna die?
If I had to guess...
But Dak's already dead.
Dak is dead, yeah. But there's like 32 planeswalkers in this set. Each of them gets a card. So...
Do you have any of them?
No, they're all new planeswalker cards.
Oh, coming out soon?
Yeah, in this new set. There's like uncommon and mythic and rare planeswalkers and shit. But yeah, so there's gonna be one in every pack. Also, second thing. But yeah.
How old's the conspiracy packs?
2013?
Oh, so
2014?
it was the same thing. You're looking it up.
I gotta know. It can't be 2013. Oh, it might have been, actually. I might have been just out of high school.
What? That's crazy. It's crazy to think.
That I was out of high school at some point.
In 2013?
2014. June 2014.
Oh, wow. So you were starting college?
Yes. I would have been started college. I would have been a year into college.
I was only a sophomore in high school, though.
If I graduated in 2013, started college immediately.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. 2013, fall semester. Well, it became one of those episodes where I had you talk about Magic to fill up time.
I've been considering it. I've been like, I would like to talk about magic on the podcast, but I couldn't find a good segue. So you had to segue into it. We were talking about the Vault Hunters.
Yeah.
Right, the video? We were talking about a video?
Who is the destroyer? Where is the first Vault Hunter?
And I was talking about a video, we were talking about Tails?
Yeah, you were talking about Tails.
Oh yeah, because we arrived at the end of the discussion.
Yeah.
With, we need a pre-release, or sequel, rather.
Yes, but what would that look like?
You play as Handsome Jack. There's no characters to choose from. It's just Handsome Jack. Going into the vault.
Yeah?
To pull the eye right out of that bad boy.
He would never do something that crass. He would send a bunch of loader bots down there.
Yeah. You do fight loader bots in Borderlands 1, don't you?
No.
You don't?
No.
Huh.
How would you? In pre-sequel, it shows you making the army.
Oh, that's true. You do. I don't know. I remembered at the very end there being loader bots for some reason. Maybe it's just because they were such a consistent enemy in 2, I just crossed the streams in my own mind.
They definitely were more fun than bandits, for sure.
That's true. Also, was there the armor type in Borderlands 1? The
No.
yellow?
They just describe armor.
Yeah.
But it's always the red health bar.
Because acid doesn't... it just hits both of them.
It says deals extra damage to armor on units, but I think it's just physical armor.
Yeah.
Because like you'll deal like 0 damage if you hit certain spots with certain enemies.
That being said,
Man,
did it suck in Borderlands 2. That was my least favorite enemy type.
Armored enemies?
Yeah. Because it was like, do you have an acid weapon? No?
Better hit crit spots.
Yeah.
And loader bots made it so easy.
I mean, loader bots were fine. I didn't give a fuck about those. I gave a fuck about the armored bandits.
Yeah. Those were annoying. No, but loader bots in a solo zero runner. Oh, they're so fun. Because you just scope up on their crit spots so easily.
Yeah, you just blow off all their limbs.
Yeah, it's very fun. I think that'll do it for today.
That sounds about right.
32 minutes, yeah.
Yeah.
The brownies were good.
They were fine. They were a little bit too much.